So, on today's adventure, I had to run down to Missouri, went down to Kansas City and picked up a new set of shoes for Johnny. Got a pretty good price from a guy that does takeoffs, and now I got to deal with the trailer. Nothing so sketchy like using a really heavy gauge extension cord plugged off of your deck to weld a bracket back on my trailer. Okay, so it is Friday? Yeah, Friday, about 2 o'clock, and I am on another stupid adventure. I'm hitting a point in my life and kind of changing gears, so to speak, with things, and I found a Bronco that I'm running to pick up as a parts truck, because I am going to pick up another Bronco tomorrow. That it was complete. It's an 84 and something that I've been kind of after for a long time, and it's complete. It's not beat to hell. It's not been lifted. It's just a stock 351 Windsor 2-barrel. Just it's 100% stock truck. Although looks like it's had at least one quarter panel put on it at one point, but that's fine because I'll end up just waking it up and driving it. It's got like 140,000 on it, and all I care is it's a 4-speed. 4-wheel drive, and it's got the 351 Windsor in it. So my plan is long term. I have a few ideas kicking around my shop. The Boss Garage, watching his stuff on the Juice Box Bronco, but just have to see what we got. Kind of go from there. Right now it's like 80 degrees, and just what I really wanted to have. It's sprinkling right now. Not exactly what I really wanted to deal with today, but it's raining. Not much you can do about it, but just enjoy the drive. I got a couple hours to get to this guy's place in the middle of Missouri by I-70. I forget where the hell it's at. I gotta look to see on the map, but yeah, basically that's it for now. Yeah, I've kind of posed a question to everyone out there, and I'm somebody that tends to latch onto specific vehicles, and I keep them. I don't get rid of them, keep them for a long time. But some recent stuff with the GTS has made me kind of ponder finding it a new caretaker. And also, I'm going to be honest, that car is faster than it has any right to be, and I've caught myself more than a few times just opening my eyes and realizing that, I've had my fun with it. I've done most everything I could have ever wanted to do, and I found a car that was in a barn in Iowa and saved it. And I've been kind of feeling for the last probably 2 years about finding it a new caretaker and trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm thinking about selling it. Once I sell it, it's gone. Okay. Not coming back. But I'm also it's weird to say, but I love the GTS, and I still have a bunch of videos and stuff I need to do on it, but it's one of those things where it's like, when do you realize you've hit your limit with a vehicle and you want to look forward to the next thing? And I kind of want to get back into trucks again, and I like the bullnose Aero Fords. I like just simple, basic trucks that I can work on, but long term I kind of want to find a Super Duty, and like a F-250 Super Duty from like an 11 to a 16 model, and do a frame swap underneath the Bronco and run modular modern power underneath of it, and just update it a little bit. But that's a little ways off yet, so, but that's kind of my plans eventually. So, but for now, I'm gonna cruise on down the road, and sorry, the camera's shaking, the roads are a little rough, but gonna rock and roll down the road. And I got about an 8-hour drive today, there and back total, and then excluding any stops for fuel. But it's you know, it's gonna be a fun day as long as it's not fucking pouring raining when I get to this guy's place. Here we are near Noster, Missouri, where evidently there's some polishing shops where you can go in and get your knob polished. About 15 miles down the road. Sorry, it had to be said. I have an important announcement to make. It's 4 miles and counting to Noster, Missouri. I repeat, 4 miles to Noster, Missouri. That's all. In case anyone needs to know, Noster is that way. But evidently, we're close to Noster, Missouri. Again, this is your Noster report checking in. That's all for now. Got about 17 miles, 20 minutes to go, 21 minutes. Just kind of cruising down Highway 50. Just went through Tipton, Missouri, but you know, just kind of cruising along and get there soon enough. And just had a call with the guy I'm buying it from, and seems like a pretty good dude to deal with. So I don't know, but it is at the end of the day, I'm buying a parts truck, man. That's all there is to it. So all right, more for later. Oh fuck! I took a wrong turn. I'm going toward California. Well, shit. Okay, got to guy's place, got the Bronco picked up, and now I'm headed back toward Tipton, Missouri. Bronco's on the trailer, as you can see in the background. Yeah, good 351 Windsor, good E4OD, good transfer case, 355 track lock rear axle. Don't know if I'm going to keep the axles or not, because I'd rather actually use the Ford 9-inch. I'm not a big 8.8 guy, but what's going to end up happening is I'm going to take that friggin' roller 351 and I'll take and yank all the freaking fuel injection stuff off of it and set that aside, and then I will convert this roller over to a carb engine. Just find a good used Windsor intake meant for truck application and find the right size carb, and probably have to swap to a different roller cam in it, just because like my buddy Greg was telling me, it probably doesn't have a detent on it for the elliptical for the frickin' fuel pump eccentric. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, $400. It's kind of what I expected. I thought it was gonna have a tailgate on it. The guy kept the tailgate off of it, or his brother kept the tailgate off of it, and they cut through the damn harness instead of just taking it off the truck normally. But yes, that's the way it goes with some people. So cool guy though, and real friendly. But I'm gonna when I get home tonight, I probably unload this thing tomorrow morning before I head up to Omaha, and then I'll post it up on Facebook Marketplace and see if anybody's looking for parts. That way I can frickin' pull parts, sell parts off of it. Because the guy said he had like 127 messages asking for parts, and I just happened to beat everyone to the punch on the damn thing because he didn't want to part it out. So, but more for later. Just got to deal with the cruising home behind a damn box truck doing 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, creeping along this rural highway. So, feel like that wasn't too terrible of a score. So I will take some pictures and videos of the Bronco here probably tomorrow. But that's all I got for tonight. I think it's going to be a little bit of a drive home. I can't see right now, but I think I got, I don't know, I'm due to get home about midnight, give or take, by the time I stop for food and fuel. So fun times. The things I do for fun. Sigh. So just checking my straps before I really get rocking down the road. So yeah, but overall, this is your typical Midwest find of a stock Bronco that's been jacked with slightly. Main thing is to check the straps. Hopefully I can find some home for the parts, but man, my glasses are steaming up right now. For all the grief and crap I talk about being in flyover country, sometimes back roads, highways like this are kind of cool to just run down. But you also got to be careful, because once it starts getting dark, then you run the risk of wildlife popping out. That's never fun. Or in my case, slow, crazy driver. I don't know if you can see this, but my glasses, I just opened the door and my glasses are completely fogged up. This is disgusting. I'd say this is a running theme with me, but yeah, this is gonna be the parts donor for the 84, provided everything goes good tomorrow. But 351 roller, supposedly good. I don't know how many miles is on the clock. Actually, I don't know if it would say on this one because of the digital cluster. I don't think this one. Okay, I gotta put my phone down so I don't kill myself.
I thought it might be appropriate for us just to have a moment of silence, as I say, for the 43 retarded Bolivian senior citizens who went flying off the goddamn roller coaster.
So, I am just passing St. Joe now. It's about midnight. Well, right now it's a little after midnight, 12:04 a.m. And ran into some pretty heavy rain. And it kind of lightened up once we got into Kansas City. Once we got in there, and then now all of a sudden I'm dealing with this heavy rain. I decided to put Rain-X on my windshield, stopping at the Loves in St. Joe because I got an hour drive ahead of me. And really hoping it was going to be dry, not raining right now, because I still wanted to kind of try and unload this Bronco tonight, but that's going to have to wait for the morning hours, because I ain't got a choice right now, because I ain't unloading it in the rain. But always something amusing to have to deal with. Adventures in road tripping just never seem to fail to amuse. So I'm going to kind of end it here for the night. We'll pick things up tomorrow on our trek to Omaha to go pick up the 84 Bronco. Fun times. Or, well, frankly, this is just insanity. So, but hey, what do you do? Alright, my dear. What is your commentary to be married to me, a car person that has no sane logic behind my actions and behaviors because of old cars and old trucks?
Well, you gotta be crazy to go with the crazy, and I am crazy, so it works.
This is why I married you. So anyways, on day 2 of the Bronco twofer.
Bronco twofer.
It's a twofer. I got one Bronco yesterday. We're going for a second one today. Again, against my better judgment. Well, we're gonna see.
Against whose better judgment?
Mine.
Whose?
Mine.
Who said this would be a bad idea?
Me.
And?
We're doing it anyways.
No. Well said.
You didn't say it was a bad idea.
I said it wasn't a good one.
Yeah, but you didn't say it was a bad one either. So.
Now that we have that established.
We've established that. We are on our way to good old Omaha, Nebraska to look at an 84 Ford Bronco. And I do, in fact, have the car trailer with me. So, you know, what may come of it. And due to the magic of editing, we'll fast forward to getting to Omaha. And, you know, buying something that's been sitting for 7 fucking years. Help me.
always like trying to catch stuff when she sits. So yeah, I'm pretty content with it. And yes, it's got that proper, bam, third pedal, proper transfer case shifter. It's got bam, shifter. But yeah, it's bucket seat interior, factory blue interior, which is actually kind of bitching. Needs to be repainted, but it'll get done eventually. Just have a lot of stuff to deal with right now and figure it out. I mean, ain't going nowhere. But all in all, she's home. So yeah, I'm gonna call this a close for right now, and I'll post updates when I get to it. Yeah, so for short term, I haven't figured out what I'm gonna name this thing. I thought about Hi-Ho Silver, but that may be a bit much. But two Broncos are sitting here next to not mine. This thing's actually for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I just want the front axle off of it, to be honest. Simple, solid axle swap. But I think this one's going to get a pretty simple makeover. My buddy Raymond down in Oklahoma is checking to see if he's got a pair of fenders. I'm taking the doors off of this one, putting them on here, except for I need to figure out if I can take the manual window mechanisms and use it on those power doors, because I kind of want roll-up windows unless I get really creative and figure out a way to wire up power windows. And I really don't want to have to sit there and dick with unwiring those doors, because Ford didn't make it easy. But yeah, this is kind of the end for stuff right now in the videos. Trying to part this thing out because I got guys messaging me on Facebook Marketplace. I would love to find 3 more of those wheels, but I keep finding crap like those steel garbage wheels, or I find stock rusty wheels like what's already on the Bronco. Found out though, it's got a brand new Goodyear Wrangler spare from 7 years ago, but that'll be a good spare. But yeah, it's a shame really on this one. It's it's kind of it is what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot. My Victor spare tire cover. But that's gonna just sit in here for right now because I really don't give a damn. But it's a parts truck through and through. It's a Windsor donor. I might try and keep the rear axle. I'm going to strip the front axle out of everything on this one. This one being push button 4-wheel drive, I have no desire to have push button, but I'm going to strip the spindles because I think I can use the spindles as backups for that. I'm just not taking the whole front axle off this truck. It's not worth my time, but get it up on a trailer, and then if it ends up going to the junkyard, it goes to the junkyard. So that's all. And with that, close out to the sunset.